Are you tired of being a nice guy and getting nowhere with the ladies or your bros? Well, fear not, because we've got some tips for you to boost your masculinity and make people fall at your feet. But first, let's be real. Being yourself and treating others with respect and kindness should be enough to win people over. But if that's not working for you, then let's turn up the testosterone and get to work. From showing your alpha skills to being the center of attention, we've got 6 outrageously masculine ways for you to win people over. Just remember, take these tips with a massive grain of salt and never forget to treat others with dignity and respect. Number 1. Become genuinely interested in other people. Honestly, we know how people can be very hard to impress and so boring that watching paint dry may seem more interesting. But there is a way to deal with this, and with little effort, you can become the suave, charming gentleman you were destined to be. Before putting in any real effort, what you need to do is embrace the thrill of the chase. Every person you meet is a challenging conquest, waiting to be won. And your ultimate prize? Their approval. But what are you chasing? Well, you see, everyone has secrets, and it's your job to uncover them. Channel your Detective Sherlock and dive deep into their backgrounds, perspectives, and opinions. Just remember to do it discreetly, or you might come across as a creepy stalker instead of a charismatic charmer. To truly showcase your masculine prowess, engage in friendly debates. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a passionate discussion about politics, sports, or whether pineapple belongs on pizza. Flex those intellectual muscles and show off the mastery of the art of persuasion. Now, let's not forget the most important part: compliments. Shower people with praise like a flamboyant peacock displaying its feathers. Admire their style, their intellect, and their choice of facial hair. And don't worry, it's not excessive flattery. It's just a well-collaborated boost to their ego that will make them weak in the knees. Lastly, always remember that a little effort goes a long way. Plan surprise outings, organize elaborate adventures, or create personalized PowerPoint presentations about their lives. Alright, maybe the presentation is too much, but you get the idea. It's the little gestures that make you stand out from the average Joe. Number 2. Smile to leave a better impression. Imagine you walk into a room, your perfectly chiseled jawline shining like a beacon of manliness. As you approach someone for the first time, you give them a firm handshake, your stoic expression conveying all the warmth of an iceberg. Ah yes, the epitome of manliness. But hold on a second, what if we told you this might not be the best strategy? The ultimate secret to make people like you is hidden in your smile and in your pearly whites. Flash those chompers like a shark on the prowl and watch magic unfold. A smile is the key to becoming an inviting and approachable force of nature. It's like a secret weapon, only better because it won't get confiscated at the airport security. Now, we can practically hear some of your doubters muttering, but what about my rugged masculinity? Won't a smile undermine my tough image? Well, a smile is the epitome of manly charm. It shows confidence, kindness, and the ability to bench press a small car if necessary. Picture the suave action heroes of the silver screen. Do you remember any of them scowling their way through life? No way! It was all about the captivating grin that made the damsels swoon and the bad guys quiver in their boots. Remember, a single smile can open doors, melt hearts, and even make the ladies weak at the knees. Number 3. Remember their first names. Now, we have a tried and true way to make people like you. It is simpler than pretending to like their dog or offering to pay for their drinks. You simply need to remember their names. We are all a little self-obsessed, and a person's name is like a sweet nectar to their ears. If you want people to think you're charming, charismatic dude, start using their name whenever you can. Take Starbucks for example. They don't just call out your order, they call out your name, like you're some kind of celebrity. By calling out your name in a crowded coffee shop, you feel seen. And those marketing emails you keep falling for, they often use your name in the subject line. It catches your attention as if they're signing a love song just for you. Now, it is your time to be liked, your time to hold that power over the others. Let's say you are meeting a client and they pick up the phone with a friendly greeting. Don't just jump into business like some kind of emotionless robot. No sir. Start off by using their name. It will instantly bring warmth to the conversation and show that you care without having to serenade any songs to them. If you want to be the kind of man that people can't help but like, remember this one little trick. Number 4. Be a good listener. Gentlemen, if you want to become the ultimate social butterfly, then listen up. There's a secret to becoming the man everyone wants to be around, and it involves a skill that's so powerful it might just make your ears grow muscles. We are talking about the art of active listening. Now, we know what you're thinking. Listening, isn't that just something we leave to the sensitive souls with their herbal teas and poetry collections? Hold your horses, gentlemen, because being a good listener is the pinnacle of masculine charm. It's like flexing your empathy muscles and showing the world that you're not just a brawny warrior, but also a master of communication. Imagine this. You're engaging in a riveting conversation, and instead of interjecting with your own dazzling anecdotes every chance you get, you actually listen. Revolutionary, right? Actively listening to someone lets them know their words matter, and it's a surefire way to make communication more effective. Plus, by asking insightful questions, you're not only clarifying their points, but also demonstrating your razor-sharp intellect. Talk about a double win. But let's not forget about the ultimate goal here, making people like you. And guess what? Being a good listener is the shortcut to likability heaven. People love feeling heard, and when you lend them your undivided attention, it's like you're handing them a golden ticket to the land of admiration. Remember, when you make others feel valued, you become a magnet of likability that no one can resist. Becoming a good listener is not just about courtesy. It's about winning hearts, one conversation at a time. Number 5, talk about their interests. If you want to be the kind of guy that people actually want to talk to, you gotta talk about what they're interested in. Would you rather hear two people blabbering on about something you don't care about, or would you rather hear them talk about your favorite thing in the whole wide world? When you're trying to make small talk or network with someone, pay attention to what gets them excited. If they bring up something they're passionate about, whether it's football, opera, or underwater basket weaving, show some interest. If you're into it too, great. You've just made a new friend. If you don't know anything about it, don't sweat it. Just ask them to tell you more. They'll love the chance to share their expertise, and you'll look like a curious and engaged listener. And here's a little secret. People love talking about themselves. So if you can get them started on a topic they love, they'll probably talk your ear off. And guess what? They'll think you're the most fascinating conversationalist they've ever met, even if all you did was nod and say, uh-huh, at the right moments. And who knows, maybe you'll discover a new interest of your own along the way. Number 6, make others feel important, sincerely. It's time to reveal the ultimate secret to becoming the king of likability. It's all about making the other person feel important and doing it sincerely. But how do you make someone else feel important without looking like a pushover? It is simple because the key is to combine the first 5 steps we've discussed. Be interested in others, be pleasant, and be an active listener. Basically, be the human equivalent of a golden retriever. Here's the kicker. Do it all sincerely. Don't just pretend to be interested in someone's collection of rare stamps or nod along to their story about their great-aunt's cat. Really invest yourself in the conversation and make that person feel like the center of your attention. It's like being a one-man hype squad for their every thought and feeling. You might be thinking that this sounds kind of exhausting, but it really isn't. When you genuinely care about someone else's interests and well-being, it's like a spark of energy that keeps on giving. It's like taking a shot of adrenaline straight to the heart, but without all the messy needles. Sure, it may be a lofty goal to become one of those rare individuals who can make anyone feel like the most important person in the room. But think about it. Wouldn't you want to be that person? The one who can light up a room with their genuine interest and caring attitude. It's like being a superhero, but instead of a cape, you have a killer smile and a heart full of compassion. It's not just about becoming the king of likability. It's about spreading positivity and making the world a better place, one conversation at a time. Remember, when you show someone that they matter, you become the ultimate masculine force of kindness and understanding. Which of these ways was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Until then.